Hey, Michael Blade, how you doing? Good to see you on. I didn't even know if the notice went out or not. I didn't get one like I usually do. I just wanted to give a shout out, Darren K. I just wanted to give a shout out to all my faithful subscribers. I've now reached 600 subscribers. Bud Beavers, thank you. Night Train FPV. Appreciate all you guys stopping in. I'm going to play a little thank you for you guys. Really appreciate all you people that just stop in and watch my junk no matter what it is. Whether it's sunrises, sunsets. My drone flying has gotten curtailed a little bit since I'm stuck at home so much. I can fly here, but last few days it's been way too windy to even try to take a drone up. Bad Out of Hell Racing, hello. Your new subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys that stop in. I haven't been getting much motorcycle riding either, which is another thing I do. Our group motorcycle riding has been curtailed for a while since every one of us is between 60 and 76 years old. We're in that age group where we shouldn't really get around too many people, and the things we used to do, we used to set a destination, go ride, and have a lunch at a nice restaurant somewhere. So if we do it now, we'll have to take our own lunch, and so we haven't been doing much of that. Most of the guys that I ride with are stuck in San Antonio. I'm not. I'm out here, out in the countryside. In fact, I'm in a completely different county, so their rules are a lot different. Bud, what am I using to do this? I'm using a program called StreamYard. It's really a neat program, and it is very easy to use. I just now got a notification that I'm live, by the way. StreamYard is very easy to use. They have a free version. It's somewhat limited in that you can only have, the free version, you can only do a live stream of 40 minutes long at a time, but you can do as many live streams as you want to do. And there are a few things that it won't let you do, like custom branding, like where I've got the OCP up in the corner. The free one just has a funny looking picture of a duck with the StreamYard up there, but it's very capable. It's very easy to use, and all you have to do is tell it whether you want to stream to Facebook or whether you want to stream to YouTube or both. It'll actually do both at the same time. I never stream to Facebook, but some people do. I know Michael Blade, I think you do a lot of streaming to Facebook, do you not? What kind of bike do I have, Michael Blade? I have a 2008 Goldwing that I ride. It's got about 115,000 miles on it, which is not a lot for a Goldwing. And I have it fitted with cameras front and back. Anytime you turn the key on, it starts recording where you're going, and so when we get done with the ride, I take the memory cards out of those and make a video out of them and pick out the best parts. But haven't been doing much motorcycle riding lately because most of the guys I ride with can't go. So my wife and I may go out somewhere looking for wildflowers, though. We're not specifically stuck inside. You know, we just can't go into San Antonio. San Antonio has rules that you can't go in unless you need to do things. But the state of Texas has some rules to kind of stay in too, but right now there's no penalties for not following the rules. San Antonio has like up to 180 days in jail and $1,000 fine. But yes, I'm running on Windows, but this particular computer I'm using has Windows 10 on it, and it runs very well. I am not positive that StreamYard will work on Windows 7. I know it works on Windows 10. I'm pretty sure it'll work on Windows 7 though, because this program actually does not run on your computer. It runs on your web browser, and this is running on Chrome. I know it will work on some of the other phones that if they have Chrome. Chrome works best unless you have an iPhone. iPhone is supposed to work under Safari. But the way this program works is you want a live stream, you go in and they'll send you a 6-digit number. You put that in and it lets you get on and set up a live stream. And you can invite guests in, and you can have more than one person on at the same time. In fact, you can have up to 12 people waiting, but you can only have 6 on the screen at a time. And whoever's running it can pick the 6. You can pick various different ways of doing it. But since there's only me, if I wanted to share a screen, let me just show you this. Maybe this will work. Let me share one of my other screens with you. And this is a screen off of another monitor on my computer, and you can put the whole thing up. You can put it big. You can put me about the same size and it's smaller, and you can do the same thing with guests. But it's a really versatile program. It's really neat. Michael, you thinking about getting a Harley? Me and the wife. Well, good. Harley makes some good machines these days. I was a Harley man most of my life back until 1983. After my divorce, I went out and bought a 1983 Goldwing, brand new, and I've had Goldwings ever since. But up until then, I always rode Harleys. Yeah, Michael, these Goldwings are comfortable. It's like riding in a in an easy chair for the most part. They have adjustable shocks, and they have really smooth riding. Mine has built-in GPS, and I can even send and receive calls on my cell phone while I'm there. It's got a wireless cell phone adapter, so I can get cell phone calls and make cell phone calls while I'm riding. Yeah, this virus does suck, but I've got a lot of projects around the house that's been keeping me busy, but one of these days I'll get caught up on all of those. Locations, everyone. Bud, I knew you were in the Chicago area somewhere. I didn't know exactly where. I live 25 miles west of San Antonio. There's a little town on a lake west of here, Medina Lake, called Mico. And that's where my physical address is, although I live about 7 miles from Mico. I live out in the middle of a bunch of hilly area. I don't know if any of you have seen my drone videos I've done from the house, but you'll see the houses are really spread out. Michael Blade, yeah, you're in Rhode Island, Pawtucket, I believe, somewhere around there. At least that's where I've seen some of your videos from. Louis Vega, I didn't see you sneak in here. I forgot to say hi to you. Thank you for stopping in, and I appreciate you. I've seen a lot of your videos too. You do some nice videos. This is like one big family on YouTube, especially the drone people. There's so many drone people that I know all across the United States that we've gotten to be friends. You know, if not physically, at least on YouTube. I got to meet a bunch of them last October at a big convention of YouTube droners in Austin called Spin Up. And I don't know if they're going to have it again this year, or if it's going to be there, or if it's going to be somewhere else. I haven't heard. But last year was the second year they had it, and it was a blast getting to meet all the people in person that I'd just been friends with on YouTube. Rural is good, especially this day and age. My nearest neighbor to the west is a half mile. My nearest neighbor to the east is 1 mile away. So, yeah, it's a good place to to hide in place, if you will. I'm trying not to go into San Antonio because it's a madhouse, and they've got, I think, 160 cases of the virus now, and the whole county that I live in has 3. And so we had to go and get some groceries today, and the grocery stores in San Antonio are a madhouse. There's too many people. There's not enough supplies on the shelf, and so we drove 25 miles to the west to a little town called Hondo and went to a store there, and we had a bunch of things on the list. They had nearly everything on our list that we wanted, except for eggs. They were out of eggs. We didn't need toilet paper like some people. But they had a limit on some things, like big jugs of water. You could only get 2, and pasta for some reason was really weird. You could only get 4 things of pasta, whatever kind of pasta they had. But other than that, it was pretty safe, since there's only 3 cases in the whole county there, and they were real good. They were taking all the buggies and wiping them down before they handed them to you to go in, and then everybody was staying 6-7 feet away. And when you went to check out, I noticed that they had put up plastic screening between you and the checker, and between you and who was packaging your stuff to put it in the cart. The only place that the screen was not at was where the credit card machine was, which was pretty good. In your county, Bud, they've got 19 cases and 4 deaths. Yeah, that's not as bad as some. San Antonio, I think, last count had 169 cases, and they were up to 6 deaths. But most of those were older people. I noticed today on the news where somebody in one of the nursing homes had tested for the virus, so that's a bad deal, to be in a nursing home with old people and somebody getting it. But out here in the country, we're not that much afraid of it, and the places we go, it's pretty safe. But anyway, staying home, we can still keep in touch with live streaming. I heard someplace today where YouTube was up 700% on their streaming, and they were having trouble upping their capacity to keep up with it. But this is just the reason why people can reach out to each other and talk on live streaming. Yeah, I'm one of those older guys too. I turned 76 last week, but I'm in pretty good health. I don't have any underlying problems, and one of the things I heard today was that people between 60 and 75 that didn't have any underlying problems, like 96% of them survived without any major problems. So that's good news for me, since I don't have any underlying problems. Yeah, but you're about right. YouTube's about the only thing to watch. I've got a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but a few shows I like to watch on TV, and I record those. But I just really haven't been wanting to watch them, so they're down there on the recorder waiting when I get some time to do it. But yeah, we've been catching up on several things around here. My wife and I, we had 2 or 3 big major projects we did. Yeah, but I am 76, but I try not to act it. I try not to feel it. I've stayed active most of my life. In fact, a lot of days when it's nice, my wife and I will get out and we'll walk here in the hill country. We have a 2.5-mile course we walk when it's nice. And so we try to stay active, and we try to keep healthy. We've pretty much been health nuts all of our life. We've tried to eat healthy and stay healthy and not do too much that's bad for us. We don't go overboard with it, but yep, we just do what we can. But one of the things my wife is really not. Whiz bang, Ken, how you doing, boy? Glad you stopped in. Yeah, I was just saying congratulations to all my YouTube people, because I reached 600 subscribers this week. Yeah, I actually got up to 599, then to 600, then to 601, and then to 599, and then to 600 again. It's kind of weird. It bounces up and down. I don't know if people decide they don't like what they do, what they're looking at after they subscribe or what. But I wish there was some way of telling who or why they unsubscribe. But YouTube won't tell you that. They just tell you you lost it. But anyway, well, bud, have a nice dinner. I just had mine before I went on the air because I figured I might be here a little while. With Bang, you got 589 to go. I find that hard to believe. I think you have more than that. I'm gonna go look your channel up and see if you're not fibbing to me. Rod Packer, Drones UK. I didn't say hi to you. I didn't see you sneak in there. I appreciate your support. You watch nearly all my videos and you always say something nice about it. But I accept criticism too, as my little banner going across says. You know, if somebody wants to criticize me, that's fine. I accept all criticism, but especially if it's valid criticism that'll make my channel better. You know, I pay attention to it. But somebody said it. YouTube just likes a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It doesn't make any difference which one. Either one they count. So I don't guess it makes any difference whether people thumbs up or thumbs down. But I've never really paid that much attention. What I do on my channel is usually things that I like to do, and I have a wide variety of interest. And my wife and I. We both like to ride on motorcycles, so sometimes we'll go out hunting wildflowers. And this year we've had a lot of wildflowers, more than usual. We made one trip around and through San Antonio to get a bunch of pictures of wildflowers, and we were lucky to do that the day before they shut San Antonio down. We wouldn't have been able to do it later. But we have some more places that are the other direction. We may go out, if it doesn't rain all week like they say it's supposed to, we may go out and see if we can collect a few more good wildflower pictures. But we both love flowers, always have. It's been one of my favorite things to take pictures of. And those pictures behind me were from, the flowers behind me were from several years ago. We made a trip south and east to San Antonio, and they had those yellow flowers, just fields and fields and fields of them. And I saw this old rustic looking barn thing out there and tree over my head and took a picture of it, and I'm using that for a background today. But yeah, I like to take wildflowers. I like to ride motorcycles, like to fly drones, love to fly drones. I got 3 of them, but the Mavic Mini I got primarily to put in the trunk of my motorcycle. So when we'd go for motorcycle rides, we'd stop places. I'd take pictures of it with the Mavic Mini, which is kind of cool. Anyway, I really thank each and every one of you, because nearly everybody on here, except for the new subscribers, you know, you pop in and look at nearly everything I put up sooner or later. And we've been getting some really nice sunrises and sunsets lately. For quite a while, we had solid overcast or completely clear skies, either which does not make a pretty sunset. But last few days, we've had some high, thin clouds, so I've gotten some more good sunsets. That's one thing I can do from home very easily, because I have permanent mounts for a camera on each end of my balcony, and one end I get the sunsets, and the other end I get the sunrises. And that little Osmo Pocket does a great job with those. I love doing those. And apparently a lot of you people like to watch them too, because I get so many comments on them. Actually, I've gotten probably maybe 30 or 40% of my new subscribers from those silly little time-lapse sunsets. People love them. Yeah, that's really about all I wanted to do tonight, was just do a little celebration with all of you guys. And say thank you, thank you, thank you for all you do and all your support of my channel. But I really do appreciate each and every one of you stopping by and commenting and saying nice things to me. Sometimes you're not so nice. No, not really. You guys are all really nice. I appreciate all of your comments. And I think one more time here before I sign in, I'll say thank you. All in tonight. Say goodbye. I thank you all for stopping in. Appreciate it a lot. And you guys have what put me here at 600, and maybe one of these days I'll make it to 1,000. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, Ken, I know you like to get home and watch them at the end of the day on your big screen TV. They look really nice there. And I always upload them in 4K for people that can watch them in 4K. But anyway, I thank you all. I thank you all so much for your support over the years. I really do appreciate it. Bye, y'all. Appreciate it.